should just wait for StreamYard. There we go. That's us live on Instagram, LinkedIn now, YouTube too. So today I'm going to cover off why do you eat the crisps? Like, what's that all about? And I'm going to share with you lots of different reasons around that to help you understand your habits, your cravings, your snacks. And also that's okay sometimes just to want the crisps and eat them. But I'm going to cover off a few things. But yeah, come and join me. I know it is a Friday evening. Everyone's had a bit of a chaotic week, right? Been a bit of a super busy week. I'm feeling it's been super busy for me too. Super tired. And I think everyone's had a bit of chaos going on. But we've made it. We've made it to Friday evening. But I get it. If you don't want to join me right now, but hashtag replay on the replay. We finished up with the Summer Slim team yesterday. Hey, Lauren. With the Summer Slim team, they lost between £1.5 to £3 over the 4 days, and that was eating whole foods, no fad diets because I don't do fad diets. And yes, we've done like a 7 a.m. training, or the guys done their own training, whatever they had going on. But I just wanted to kind of show people that you can lose weight by eating whole foods, full meals, not starving yourself over those 4 days. And I announced my winner. Susie was the winner of overall in terms of contribution to the group, supporting one another, posting and sharing. So Susie has won, I should even say, has one whole month of free coaching with me on nutrition and training. So that's whole 4 weeks prize that she has won. And then the other guys get 20% off my full nutrition program. So yep, all good. All right, let's get into it. So why do we want the crisps? So a big part of this can be around the timing of when you want the crisp. So it tends to be late afternoon in the evening. And what I found in my own habits and that of hundreds of my clients is the fact that you've not eaten well during the day. So if you're not eating well during the day, or it can be a combination of you're not eating well and you don't know what you're going to have for dinner. So you end up going for that quick fix. Same with lunch. So you end up grabbing the snacks, going for the crisp because you're starving and it's a quick fix and they're there and they're ready, available. And it doesn't fill you up too much, right? So it's that whole thing about going, right, okay, well, what did I have to eat today? What did it look like? Like, Lauren, what did you have for breakfast? What did you have for lunch? Did you have any snacks in between? What have you had for dinner? If you've had dinner already, or what are you going to have for dinner? And looking at, I'm going to say it, looking at how much protein you're having. Because if you're not having a protein-led breakfast, it's going to leave you to snacking before your lunch, mid-afternoon, and into evening. And that is a big key component. It's basically your body's looking for fuel. It's looking for protein. And if you're not fueling it, it's going to tell you to keep eating, getting it from elsewhere. And if you tend to have a carb-led breakfast around cereal, I guarantee you will be hungry and snacking throughout the day. And in the evening, you'll make up for that by snacking as well. Now, for my own habits and behaviors, as I know, I have high protein breakfast, protein lunch. But if I know I've not had enough protein at lunch, I start to get hungry and I start to look for the snacks. So for me, that's a key indicator. When you're looking for the crisps, it's when you're looking around going, oh, I'm quite hungry. I know I've not had enough protein in my lunch. I might have had some protein, but just not enough. It's maybe been a smaller portion for whatever reason. Might have been some leftovers. It might have been a smaller piece of chicken. I just know I've not had enough protein, so I start looking for the snacks. Then it's a case of going, okay, I know that that's happened, so what can I learn from it? That I need to have more. So I need to have more protein. So next day or for dinner, I'll try and up my protein. And then if you find yourself snacking in the evening, so you're sitting in front of the telly, there's a few things that come to play. One, you've not had enough protein during the day. You've not fueled your body. Two, that habit of doing something with your hands, right? Think about it. Cinema is all about snacks, and cinema is all about popcorn, hot dogs, fizzy drinks. We've grown up with you sit in front of the telly and you eat and you snack. So you can be in the habit of doing that. So there's a few things you can do around that. I do have a roasted chickpea recipe. So it just makes it something that you can snack on. It's a bit healthier. So if you want that, DM me chickpeas. Other alternatives is different snacks you have. So if you go for the pop chips and if you go for the rice cakes, then you're less likely to overindulge because they're just not as modish as the other crisps. Okay, so there can be that habit, but also things you can do to have slightly healthier snacks and ones that are going to stop you overindulging. And when you look at the snacks, look at the back of the pack, and if the ingredients say flavor enhancer, try not to buy them, because flavor enhancer is there to make you want more and to continue eating, so you will overindulge because they have been engineered that way to make you want more and eat more than you intended. Yeah, people forget that food is all about money, right? So it's all about money and wanting you to eat more, so you go back and eat more, and that's how they make their money. So trying to get things that don't have flavor enhancer in them, just look at the back of the packets. Going for your pop chips, your rice cakes, things that are healthier, but also you're not going to overindulge as much in them. The other thing around that is maybe doing something different. So, some people are into crocheting, drawing, it might be like mindful coloring and just doing something different with your hands while you're watching TV other than eating. Okay, so it can be that thing about doing a different hobby, something different, and not just scrolling on your phone. So think about it in terms of that. What else can I do? Or if I'm watching a program that I'm not fully engaged in, why are you even watching it? Are you staying up late because you think it's too early to go to bed, and then you're really tired, but you're forcing yourself to stay up because you're like, oh, it's only 9:30, it's too early to go to bed. And then as a result, your brain's craving food because it's like, Lauren, either go to bed or feed me. Which one is it? And then people start to get hungry because they're staying up later and they're really tired, and then they start snacking late too. So it can be tiredness, it can be lack of protein, it can be out of habit, it can also be the products with flavor enhancer in them for making you want more. And dehydration is another factor too. So if you're dehydrated, again, your body's craving something. It's like, go and have something to eat so I can get a bit of fluid in me. Obviously you do get water from fruit and veg, but let's face it, the chances are you're going to pick up a snack that's not going to be the healthiest, instead of actually going from some water. So think about your hydration too. And I just mentioned tiredness there as well. So if you're tired, your brain is the hungriest organ in your body. It craves fuel, it gets fuel from food, so it wants fed. So it's either let me rest or feed me energy. Which one is it? And also another one is comfort eating. Comfort eating around stress at work, but also comfort eating from things you've never dealt with in the past. So it could be relationship issues from the past, it could be present. Really, that is a deeper one to look at and kind of go, well, what is it? Why am I seeking comfort? What is it I'm doing to literally push my emotions down? So what is the pain that you're trying to push down by eating and snacking on the crisps and probably the chocolate too? So that's a deeper conversation, but again, it's worth mentioning because it's such a big one that no one ever talks about. Okay, so you've got stress, you've got sleep, you've got dehydration, you've got the ingredients in the crisps, you've got not having enough protein. So there's a multitude of different things that go on as to why you eat the crisps. Now, also, the last one I'm going to cover is you might just want them. And that's okay. Food is to be enjoyed. So if you just want the crisps, then that's fine. That's not a problem. If you're like me and you're a crisp addict, which means if you buy a multi-pack, you're going to eat all 6. If you buy a grab bag, you're not going to share them with anyone. You're going to have them all yourself. Then look at what you can do around portion control. If you want to own it and have the whole grab bag, fine, cool, if that's your choice. Obviously, that's going to impact any health, fitness goals you're going to have. But if you want it, own it, that's your decision, all good. But if like me, you want portion control, then go for the single serve packets and just buy the one. Because when I know I'm buying a grab bag, a big share bag, I know I'm not going to share them with anyone and I'm going to eat a whole lot. If I'm going to buy the 6 multi-pack, I'm going to eat the whole lot. So I'm making that choice when I'm in the supermarket buying those products. So just think about the choice you're making. Where does that align with your goals? Where does it take you away from your goals as well? And like I say, if you want them sometimes, have them, own it. Fine, cool, not an issue. But then it's just getting back into your good hygiene routines around getting your protein in, getting your hydration, sleeping, handling whatever's stressing you out, facing into your issues, facing into past trauma, dealing with those things too if you are a comfort eater. All right, team. So that is a summary of why do you eat the crisps. Probably a bit more than you thought, but there's lots in there. And it's like, well, maybe you're like, but Julie, how do I know which one it is? Tune into it. When you're craving the crisp, just take a moment, take a 10, 15-second breather. What am I feeling right now? Tired, stressed? Am I trying to push down emotions? What's going on? Am I bored? What's going on? Is it just out of habit that I'm doing it? So really just tune in, take 10, 15 seconds beforehand to go, what is it that's going on with me right now? And that'll help you identify which of those that is. All right, team, I hope that helps. Have a great weekend, and I shall catch you guys on Monday. Take care.